Nation and mining family, what is going on? What up, what up, what up? All you happy hashers out there. Yo! So what's going on, everybody? I will hope everybody's having a great day. Sorry for not seeing you guys for the last week. You know, kind of going through all of the stuff that I brought home from the facility. Cleaning some stuff up that was necessary in the yard projects that I had started before I left down to go close down the family mine. So, yeah, been dealing with all that stuff. Getting buttoned up a little bit. I'm just like chopping up a really big poplar tree. And as soon as I get done with that, then I've got to get the racking material in my garage. And all that fun stuff. I'll probably do some video on that one, guys, so stay tuned for that stuff. Me basically transforming my garage a little bit, going from being embarrassed in how messy it is to it will be organized when I'm freaking done. It's got to get organized at some point in time. I've got like 12 projects that went off in my garage relatively to the same point, and I never cleaned up after any of it. Surprisingly, I know where all my tools are. I put the tools away, but there's like miscellaneous bolts and brackets that I've eliminated or modified or made something better than what I pulled off. You know how that one goes. So I got to just kind of organize stuff, and then I'll have the shelves in there, and oh my god, it'll be so organized in the garage. Oh. So, everybody, as you are sliding on in, certainly smash that Lizzy like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff. You guys know what to do. What's going on, my home dog? Ooh. And we got Geppetto. I hope I'm saying that right. Geppetto. It's weird. Throwing me off having the D and the J at the same time. So I'm just going to say Geppetto. Or, yeah, Geppetto. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. Sorry. So sorry. I do that from time to time. You give me a funny word and I'll mess it up. What's up, Nasser? What's going on? As you guys are all sliding on in here, let me go ahead and pull up one of my favorite places to look at, depressing markets. So if you guys this is TradingView. It is absolutely free to use, no affiliate links. It's TradingView. If you guys want to check it out, it's absolutely free to utilize. It just gives you a tool to be able to see what the market's actually doing in real time. That's it. That's all it is. It's not a magic 8 ball that you shake it and it tells the future. No, it's just giving data set points. So it really grinds my gears. When people look at these TradingView things and it's like, oh yeah, the market's, because of my lines, say the market's doing X, Y, and Z next. Slow down. You can sit there and say, hey, with my experience, when I see it doing these few things, it usually does this as a relationship to it. Not all the time, but a lot of times I'm right, that I like. But a lot of these, trader guru guys, those types. They think that their lines are telling the future. It's like, no. It's just market indicators. That's all this stuff is. It's like this will allow you to look at all the different markets on there. This isn't my Financial Wednesday, so it's not what we're coming in here for. We all want to know what that sweet busy Bitcoin is going to be doing, right? I mean, am I right, guys? So, again, just like any other market trader out there, every market trader is going to sit there and try to have prediction signals, right? And with one of the signals that I was looking at here was sitting here, and if you see the orange line here, Again, we're back to these lines. These magic 8-ball lines, that you shake it and it tells you the future. No, because like when you sit there and you mark it out for what a healthy market would look like if it did a slow move, right? And then you see the FTX crash come into that shows that this trend line was not de facto that it had to follow this particular trend. It just means that if it's going to cycle above or below it, it usually is going to use this line as your median value, right? So I try to look at, okay, if I'm going to see a big swing high and a big swing low, what's my halfway point? Because that's the market I'm going to try to trade in. I'm not going to try to trade in something in a really volatile high market. No. I'm going to sit here and look at it as what it's going to do overall. To me, that's a better play. I'm not trying to catch the high, perfect tops or perfect bottoms. Don't care about that. I want to know what the average price is. And as long as my dollar cost averaging comes into this and I hit the average, I'm doing pretty good, right? So, I mean, you're going to see times that are above the trend line, times that are below it. And there's no rhyme or reason when it's going to do that, especially when we have Gary Gensler going after crypto. We have the Federal Reserve playing their quantitative easing because they just stopped. They didn't raise interest rates this last meeting. People were expecting like 0.25% rise in interest rates, and we got nothing. He says that he wants to sit there and do some more interest rate hikes. So what, is he looking at about a 6% interest rate? Because that may make banks collapse. Great for Bitcoin. Just saying here. But we're not sitting here and looking at, trying to time markets. I'm not trying to teach you guys how to trade or anything like that. Whenever I pull up charts like this, I try bringing people into reality, right? If you're at $30,000 Bitcoin, right? But your average price should be around 23,000. It's like, hey, careful guys, it may come back down. And it certainly did. And it went past its own trend line and, at $2,500 per Bitcoin. It went past that, but rebounded off of it. So we're now going to be sitting here. This is a trend line that it looks like it has set up here that may show a little bit of a upward growth channel. Can it break down? Oh, hell yeah. If something major happens in the market, the slightest little FUD and the market crashes. Bitcoin consumers are fragile little beasts. They scream and yell about how vigilant they are about hodling. And then when FUD breaks out, man, that price drops and you watch a lot of those people disappear. Yeah. And then they come back in and they're like, oh man, you held the whole time? Wow, man, I got out of the market for a little while there and I just got back in. And then they tell you that they got back in at a little higher of a price than where they started from if they just held on to it. And then when you point that out and they're like, oh, I'm cool with that. It's like, okay. It's an interesting mindset with the crypto community that the slightest little bad news somewhere and the market ripples with that. Oh my God. Hilarious. That's why I try to just cut some of the cycle noise out of the picture and then just kind of, again, look at what the median trend line should be about, right? So anywhere in that, where we're at today, I think I might have it a little on the high side myself still. It shows that we should be at a little over 26.5 per Bitcoin should be the median. I think that we should probably tone that down, and I'm gonna sit there and say that because I don't believe in parabolic rises. It's not my thing. I believe in steady linear growth. To me, it's a healthier market and resists big market drawbacks under heavy FUD conditions. So the more stable of a slow price rise we get, the better off we are. Now, where would prefer us to be, believe it or not, we should be at about a 22,500 Bitcoin right now. And it sounds ludicrous for where we're at today, right? I mean, considering that we're at 26,638 per Bitcoin. I still believe that we should be drawn down a little bit further, because that would be more of a slow linear growth. That is the average median line from the start of Bitcoin. If you took the median average, we are in bubble territory. If you go off of market cycles, we are in a we're in a bearish cycle right now. Right? We have gone in a cyclical bear market in a bull run. It's weird to think of it that way, but if you zoom out here, wrong thing. Oh, there you go. If you look here, if you look from the when the FTX crash happened until now, that's an upward trajectory on the market. We've only been in a small little downward trend line. So if you think about it, we've popped up, rolled over, popped up, rolled over, popped up, kind of rolled over, popped up, rolled over, and you see that it pops up and rolls over a little bit. And this last one, we've rolled over a little harder because we didn't really roll over on the hard push. We needed a better reset for that hard push. Market can only buy so much in a short span of time. There is a point of where there will be enough sellers on the market and not enough buyers. And who are the buyers at that point? None other than the exchanges themselves. So with that being stated, the exchanges can only push the prices down so far, guys. Sorry, guys. It's warm in here today. It's a little warm. No ACs in the house. Well, I got one in my bedroom, but that's just for me to sleep with. Getting on to other news, guys. AMD A620 Mini ITX form factor from Gigabyte here. Yo. This is not going to be an overclocking monster. It is a single 8-pin for the power for the CPU. Standard, everything else is pretty standard. We have, I'm not sure if this is going to be single channel RAM or if this is actually dual channel RAM. I hope that it is dual channel RAM. At least so you can unlock the core for its full potential on the board, even though the board itself is cut down. You might look at this board and say, why would I want to look at this? I can't even mine on it. But you can. You can mine on these boards without a problem. I swear to God, you can get yourself a U-bit 4-way splitter or a U-bit 8-way splitter, and you can still plug 8 GPUs into this motherboard. If you get the U-bit 8-way splitter, this board can support 8 GPUs, even though it's cut down. Remember, whenever you're mining, you're only using a by one, right? So you don't have to worry about so much bandwidth coming out of your PCIe. I've done this test with an older board running 2 U-bit 4-way splitters on a Athlon Phenom 4-core processor that's now 16, 17 years old. I was running 8 RX 580s on it without any problem. So you're not so much restricted on the PCIe for mining capabilities. This would, because it's going to be a smaller board, a cut down board. Usually these boards go for cheaper. So if you're looking for a cheaper alternative to a mining motherboard, this might be a great option for you if you're trying to get 4 or 8 GPUs rocking and rolling here, guys. What up, Automatic Beats? What's up, Gundy? Yeah, automatic dropping that FA. Everybody drop those FAs in the Chizity chat, guys. Yo, because you guys are rated F for freaking awesome. Still, I am mining with an old AMD motherboard, AM3 Plus, and no problem. My man, that's right. That's what's up, Rude. There is no reason that you need to get an expensive motherboard in order to mine on GPU. GPU is not profitable to mine right now, guys. I mean, unless you've got like a 4090 or something like that, or some newer powerhouse. Sure. But if you're like myself, I mine on a budget. That means I gotta get budget-friendly gear. A U-bit 8-way splitter, you're gonna be 30, 40 bucks on something like that. I forget what the prices are off the top of my head for something like that. This board's gonna be your cheaper option. You are gonna be far cheaper than trying to get an ancient, mining motherboard at this point. You might as well start looking at the newer gear that will allow for the better RAM style on there and for better CPU processors on there, just in case that it can be utilized with proof of useful work, guys. A 1660 can at least break even. Facts. That is facts. And, if you're trying to sit there and expand, this could be an amazing way to sit there and expand. One thing I found as kind of being a little on the funny side. For something that you spend, that somebody, not us guys, we're not ballers over here. We're normal miners over here. But for almost $42,000 USD, yes, I said it, $42,000 USD, Nvidia's most expensive GPU has been tested in gaming. In fact, it was not just one graphics card, but four, each valued at almost $42,000 USD. However, the H100 is not precisely a graphics card by itself. It's a GPU, general purpose GPU, or AI accelerated for advanced data center workloads. Yet nothing should prevent it from utilizing PCIe Express versions on a normal desktop PC, which is what happened in this case. Dun dun dun. So, I almost used this as the thumbnail, guys. I almost used this as my thumbnail. H100 got a score of 2,681 points. A Radeon 680M, which is an AMD built-in CPU GPU, right? It's built into the chip. Did 2,710 points on 3D Mark. That means an onboard graphics card did way better than this card did. So, I mean, it's being put up against an integrated GPU. That's freaking hilarious. That, the CPU that they were using on this thing did better than the GPU itself. That's pretty sad. It's very sad. I always dual mine Hive OS with one miner in the flight sheet and CPU mining, the other GPU mining. One pays for the electricity, the other makes the profit. Nice. Love it, love it, love it. It's kind of how I do it. But yeah, I mean, seeing that this $42,000 GPU, I mean, it's general purpose, so it's not quite a GPU, but it's an AI accelerator more than anything else. Now, it can't play games, but it's not going to be doing the greatest at that. So just kind of keep that in mind, that you might be, if you try to use this as an actual graphics card, you might only get 10 frames per second if you're lucky. Just saying. It was just kind of like, oh my God, whenever I saw that, I was like, whoa. And then it makes you wonder, okay, if it's having a problem there, would it give an issue on the mining side of it? I mean, not that I want to sit there and spend $42,000 for the Nvidia H100 Hopper graphics card for their AI. But if I had the chance to test on it, I certainly would. So can I max the graphical setting on Minesweeper? Set it for overdrive. You can give it all the graphics, every square inch. Oh! Dun dun dun. And then one that I'm actually like, was kind of like, wow, why hasn't anybody done this before? I like this idea. Amazing. What's that idea, guys? A hidden plug, guys. So your plug basically, come on. There we go. Your plug would basically plug right on in, and then your cable would come out to the bottom towards the motherboard, and then you'd be able to make your turn towards an available opening for your case itself. Instead of having a cable that goes out, up, and then over the back side of the card or under the card itself to go towards an opening on the on your case itself to go towards your power supply, right? This gives you a little bit of a better option that the cable can now just route towards the motherboard. Give you a little bit of a cleaner option. Now, I hope somebody sits there and thinks about putting in a special plug adapter that will kick the plug end at the end of the card. And then you'll have the world's smallest little bit of cabling that comes out the back side of that card. And you might be able to just go right into a slot on the case itself for the cleanest cable management possible. Oh, I hope that there's a day that would ever happen. But this definitely is a nice addition here. And for anybody who is mining in server cases, this also helps too, because it's going to put your cabling to the floor of your server case. And this is going to allow for an easier cable management. Way easier. Because you're going to be able to bundle, board power cables in one grouping, and you're going to be able to take your GPU power cables and group those together, have them color matched, or have them colored orientated so you know which one is for the card power, which one's for board power. So you get a little bit more options with this versus traditional GPUs in a server case. It's coming, the cables are coming up towards the top of the case. You've got to make sure there's enough enough room between the plug end and the GPU. I mean, the plug end to the top of the case itself. Otherwise, you're going to be like bending those cables over really hard and potentially dislodging a cable or two and running a chance of doing damage with an improper connection on the high power rail. So this gives, this would be a great option for anybody with cable management in pretty much any situation at this point. So I like what Inno3D is doing with this. I'd love to see more manufacturers stepping up and trying to do just the same on this. I love it. Absolutely love it. FA in the chat if you find that useful too, guys. I'm just saying. And we got that. We have that FOMO coming out now. We have some people boo-hooing about this, and we have other people cheering this on. I'm kind of in the middle on this. Part of me is like, oh man, no. The other part of me is, All right, we got the big players coming in, guys. Yo, this is going to be great for Bitcoin itself. Bitcoin reclaims over 50% market dominance following BlackRock ETF filing. We have some people that are kind of boo-hooing over this idea because it's going to be big-time money coming in to manipulate the price of Bitcoin. 100%. People have been asking for institutional money to start playing on this playground. Now that it's finally here, we have everybody. Oh no, I haven't stacked enough sats yet. Can you please hold off just a little bit, little longer, please stop. It's too late. We're gonna see BlackRock get approved for an ETF. It's from BlackRock. It's not gonna be a hard step to get into. They're gonna make this available to a lot of institutions, and we're gonna see big money come into Bitcoin. And Bitcoin only, guys. It's not coming into anything else. This is a Bitcoin event only. That's why Bitcoin is looking at it and going, okay, we have market dominance now. This market, it's all ours. And it's going to cause Bitcoin's price to go up. So I hope everybody's stacked enough sats. I tell people all the time when they ask me, hey, when's a good time to buy? And I'm like, well, you like buying when you got a coupon? Everybody says yes. And I'm like, well, Bitcoin has a coupon right now going. So every time you stack sats, you're stacking sats with a coupon. If using a coupon is a good thing to you, then you should use it. If you care less about it, then don't worry about it. And then when Bitcoin shoots up in price after BlackRock gets involved, we'll see JP Morgan get involved with it shortly after BlackRock, because you'll be damned if I see if I would see JP Morgan sit on the sideline to Bitcoin without getting involved if they watch BlackRock start making millions. It would be most advantageous for them to sit there and offer it to their people. You see how this one's going to go down, guys. We're about to watch big money come in. I think I can agree with you, Automatic Beats. I think I can agree with you. I don't know if we'll ever see Bitcoin below $20,000 ever again. I will concur with that. I really do believe that. So all it's going to take is one big institution to come in and start making money. And then the rest of them are not going to be able to help themselves. But what's going to be something that's going to be advantageous to this is U.S. lawmakers file SEC Stabilization Act to fire Gary Gensler. United States Representative Warren Davidson has introduced the SEC Stabilization Act into the House of Representatives. Once the bill's main provision is to fire the Securities and Exchange Commission's SEC chair, Gary Gensler, the bill would remove Gensler from office, redistribute power of the SEC chair and commissioners. It would also add a sixth commissioner to the agency, disallow any party from holding a majority on the commission, and create an executive director position. The SEC has declined to comment on this matter to date, guys. So that one is an interesting one that we have. Senator Warren Davidson that is trying to get rid of Gary Gensler for his incompetence. I mean, we all know he's incompetent because of the fact of his handling with FTX and how horrible everything has gone down with that. Now his over regulation now. I'm not going to say that it was unnecessary regulation, but he is now going after everybody and everything for everything that's been going on so far that he failed to regulate in the beginning. It's like one of those things of, hey, you never enforced this. How are you enforcing it now? Without any way of, figuring out how to pull out of those areas in which you find, that's questionable to the SEC. I think there's a better way of doing it without going as far as where he's at today. So, but all of these things are going to be the things that help kick off Bitcoin in its next cycle. I do not believe we are done with the Bitcoin cycle going up here. I believe we should see a triple top here. A true triple top. And this peak should be bigger than the last peak. Should be. Now, does it mean that it has to? Hell no. It doesn't have to respect my authority. I'm a nobody. It looks like it should be able to set up for it. Not saying that it has to, not saying it's going to. But you know what's not going to change out of the whole situation is how I DCA. I don't sit there, Bitcoin down. I might sit there and buy if Bitcoin goes down. I like to fill up my dip card. I'm just saying. But overall, payday, you DCA. That's how I've done it. That's what I say to myself. It's payday. It's time to DCA. And you have to sit there and figure out what part of your paycheck you're willing to DCA. It's like anything. Anytime you're investing, you're going to do the same thing with any investment, guys. Whether you're looking at getting new hardware for mining, whether you are looking at getting, stacking some more sats, these are going to be, things that you're going to be looking at to know that you're going in the right direction, is that you just kind of automate it. Because overall, the market being up or down, you hit the median average price. You got no worries. So what? You missed out on a couple of bucks here. You missed out a couple of bucks there. Overall, you did just fine. I'm just saying. Geppetto, coffee and cigs for you. Nice. And talking about DCAing into some hardware, guys. This is a little site that I like to use. It's not a end all be all on information. It's called ASICminervalue.com. And it'll show you most of the ASICs available out there and where their profitability is. Now, this is a profitability. Let's see here. Let me go ahead. 12 cents. Let me go ahead and put it at 11 cents, which is usually the national average, about 11 to 12 cents. If you were to get the new KS3, you could be making $2,522 a day. Damn. But it's not going to be forever. Once these batch 1 comes out, that price will come down. This will probably be the first 2 or 3 days of mining. You'll get this kind of pricing on there. And then your pricing will slowly diminish, but it doesn't come out until August. Everything is a pre-order. This is the Caspa algorithm. If you're not buying it directly from Bitmain, I do recommend grabbing it from Bitmain and having them, if you're in the United States, ship it DHS. But you got Exxon Mining, Apeto Mining, Cool Dragon, Vapiratech, Nice Hash, Mine Shop. I trust him. This is one of the people that I do trust is Mine Shop. Mineshop.eu. My man Guntis over there. Glad to know that he's doing amazing things and he's still doing, still doing the mining work out there. I love it. And he's shipping out from Ireland, guys. So I know that one. You'll be looking at right around that $36 to like $40,000. You got Mining Bros, Coin Mining Central. I know these guys. These guys are pretty cool. So, yep, that's going to be for the KS3, these things should be about $9 a day in electricity at 11 cents. So if you're running this at home, it's about 3,200 watts of consumption for 8.3 terahash on Caspa. So it's going to do some damage on there if you've got that, 40 G's just laying around doing nothing. So that would definitely destroy mining profitability on Caspa for GPU mining. It just seems like a lot of the profitable coins that were once GPU mining is now starting to get hit up by ASICs. And the more that ASICs get on board here, and these coins are not trying to be ASIC resistant, it's going to be more nails in the coffin for GPU mining, guys. Unfortunately. Puff, puff, pass. All right. You guys asked for it.
Smoke weed every day.
Yo. Kapow is our last line of resistance. So, talking with a few devs, it's possible to run it. It's possible to have ASICs on Kapow. There is a way. It's just a matter of, is it profitable enough for somebody to get it to work right? Like, now it comes. So, I mean, yeah, we could be looking at, the death of GPU mining for people at scale. This is going to be stuff that people will just test out with their GPUs here and there. And it's not, it's going to take a while for a lot of people to come off of the network, stop mining, for it to return back to normal. That is the problem that we have right now with the GPU market. Is you have everybody and their mothers. They're either still mining at a loss and don't care, or they're sitting on the hardware knowing that GPU mining will eventually turn around once the price skyrockets on Bitcoin. Both of these scenarios are not really good for the long term of GPU mining, because if you got a bunch of GPUs on the sideline waiting to be used, right? That means when it does become profitable to start mining, all of those GPUs are going to start turning on also. And as those GPUs turn on, instead of being more profitable, it just ticks out in its level. The market can handle all the new GPUs coming on, but nobody's any more profitable. If you notice that during the last little bit of a push, GPU mining didn't get much more profitable with the price going up. Got a little bit, but not a lot, because there was a lot of people going, "Oh, this is it. Turn it back on, guys. Turn it back on." And with the extra hardware coming on, it makes your profitability kind of tick up, plateaus, evens out. Even though the price of everything is shooting out, your GPU mining, the profitability on the coin itself is like this, right? And then the mining comes out like this. And that's its relationship. It just kind of rises with it a little bit and then ticks out, because all the extra hardware comes on. So we're not going to be seeing this mega profitability here, not for a while. We'll see it on Bitcoin side if the price fluctuates in a proper direction. Bitcoin is used to seeing price swings and hardware getting turned off the moment that the price moves. Vertcoin. I haven't talked to the guys over at Vert in a little bit. I know the guys over there. They're pretty cool people. What up, Dakota Miner? What's up, my dude? So I hit a vert block with an RX 460. Crazy luck. Nice. Yeah, it's been a little while. I mean, I wish that they would do more with the project that has potential. But yeah, I mean, I'm willing to see what they're doing lately. I'll ask them, be like, hey, what's going on with Vert lately? I haven't talked to you guys in forever. I could certainly hit those guys up. I've bought Gert. I've bought Gert's some of his power supplies and mining equipment like a few years ago. Nothing has more potential than Pogcoin. Man, I'm just gonna say, man, it's all about Filecoin, dude. They're not so much a Litecoin fork so much anymore. They were when they were newer. ASIC resistant, yes, they've always been ASIC resistant. But I just wish people would like build on it and they would get things built on top of it to make the protocol usable. But outside of that, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of coins out there that have that potential of doing something cool. But for one reason or another, they just never live up to expectation. My future B Apollo LTC and my mini Doge have been running since day one that I got them and would never shut them down unless I'm cleaning them. Nice, Jason. Jason the Tiger Osborne, my dude, my dude. Nice, nice. I mean, I still have some Vert. I still have some Vert coin. I mined them when they were like super cheap. Super, super, super cheap is when I mined them. Yeah, that's true. Thanks, Jason. You know, it happens. It happens to the best. You know, my ideas and dreams were this big. My wallet was this big. I couldn't get investors, so you know. Hey, I tried. I did what a lot of people fear to do, was trying and failing. I don't care about failing. At least I tried. That's all that matters. Got to stay positive with that, you know? Gots to. Learned a lot, learned what I would do and what I wouldn't do again. If the opportunity presents itself, I will do this again. But check this out, guys. This is profitability on GPUs. 4090, you're making 38 cents. 4080, 19 cents. A 4070 Ti, 18 cents. A 4060 Ti, 10 cents, man. Don't spend it all in one spot, guys. An A4000, you'd be making 9 cents. A 3090 Ti, 8 cents. You spent $2,000 to make 8 cents a day. A 6800 XT, 8 cents. $900 for 8 cents. A 3060 Ti with a GDDR6X memory, 7 cents. 3070, 7 cents. A 3090 that you would have spent a minimum of, what was it, $1,600 on? You're making 7 cents a day now. 3060 Ti, 7 cents. That's sad that a 3060 Ti makes the same amount as a 3090. A 3070 and a 3060 Ti makes as much as a 3090. A 3080 Ti, 5 cents. I paid $2,000 day one launch for my 3080 Ti. It was 2 G's brand new. With taxes out the door, it's only making 5 cents. That's why it's in my personal computer and not mining. It's not worth it because like my stuff's water blocked, and with the water cooling on there, there's no profit on my rig. Let's see here. Where do you stop making profit? Now this is at 11 cents per kilowatt hour, guys. A 2080 Super, 2 cents a day. Let's see here. A 3080. If you have an Intel Arc 3080, you are breaking even. A 2080, you're losing a penny a day. You are losing money. A 1660 Super, you're making a penny a day. Yeah, the Vega 56 is doing good on Vertcoin, and but it's losing money on a Vega 56. Let's see here. An AMD RX 5700 XT, you're making a penny a day on Vertcoin. Whoop, whoop. Making money on that Vertcoin. Get that Verde sauce. I do have a bottle of it. It's Vert sauce. I do have Verde sauce. It's a real thing. I'm not even playing with you. They've got a Vertcoin brand hot sauce. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not so power intensive with Vertcoin to be mining. I do like that. But it's not like it's at the top of the list for a lot of these cards, you know. So here's a 1660 Ti. Vertcoin would be losing you 3 cents a day. So it's good on some GPUs, but not all, fellas. Not all of them. And when you're looking at it through, you know, different calculators, this is what to mine. I'm doing this. I should do this at 11 cents also. So we are apples to apples. So a 3070 would be losing you about 6 cents a day on Nexa. Vertcoin would be losing you 12 cents a day. But this doesn't equate for the move in price on Vertcoin right now. This is for the past 24 hours. So this might have come up, and that's why it's starting to show up on hashrate.no. Is that this kind of updates a little bit more in real time versus what to mine updates every 24 hours. Oh man, I used to have a lot of hash rate on Vertcoin. I don't know how many I have left in my wallet. I haven't opened up that wallet in a long time. It's been maybe 3-ish years since I've opened up the wallet. Somewhere around that. I used to be a node runner. I used to run a node that you can mine to. I don't know. I've seen it like maybe there's some cases of where they update a little bit faster. Rude. But a lot of times I usually see them updating in about a 24-hour period. At least it is here in the United States. Your mileage may vary. That's why I tend to use both of these in conjunction with each other. I don't use one as the better one over the other one. Both of these are amazing tools to have. So, does anybody have any comments or questions before I head up out of here? We are at that 1 hour mark, fellas. Yo, got to get back into the grind on my normal daily updates on here. Yo. Nice Dakota miner. It is... I don't even know what the temp is out here. It's 81 degrees. And I've just got a couple of CPUs mining in my other room over there, but there's a lot of airflow because I got my fans exhausting through the house here. No ACs running, so I'm like saving a lot of money. It's raining at the moment right now. Nice. I wish I could have some rain. We've been in a drought mostly since spring. We've been in a drought, and we might get rain next Sunday. Maybe. We can use some rain. But does anybody got any comments or questions before I head up out of here? If you don't have any comments or questions, don't forget to smash that lizardy like button. And of course, drop some FAs in the chat, guys. Yo. Drop those FAs in the chat. We got 7, 8 awesome people in here. Drop some FAs. Don't forget to smash that lizardy like button, fellas. Yo. You guys know what to do. You guys are all awesome peeps. Love this community. You all, every one of you, awesome people. You're the reason why I do this each and every day. Thank you, everybody, for being here. If you are new here, certainly subscribe. Hit the bell notification, all that good stuff. I have links to my Discord. It is free. I have a Patreon down below. Get into the pseudo hasher tier, guys. You get behind the scenes knowledge and stuff like that. You get into the know before anybody else. You get exclusive offerings through the Patreon too. So there are perks of being in there, guys. Be there or be square, fellas. So thank you, everybody, for being here. All that good stuff. So peace out. Stay savage. And of course, may your watts be low and your hash be high. I'll see you on the next one. Yo.